And I'm going to do a review on a digital pH 80 HM digital meter, and then I'm going to compare a HM digital TDS digital meter and compare it to the Medic salinity tester. Let's see just what the difference is and the accuracy is between all of them. Now, regarding the HM pH 80, I'm going to compare that to a chemical reaction kit. With that in mind, we're going to compare the digital pH meter with the Colombo Test Lab Professional Pond Water Parameter Test Kit. Now, I have been using the Colombo Test Lab kit for a number of years. I tend to replace it every 18 months to 2 years, simply because most of the bits and pieces in there tend to run out after about 12 months or 18 months. So it's going to be interesting just to see the differences between the Colombo Test Lab kit and the digital kits. Obviously in the Colombo one there's no salinity or TDS water testing, but certainly there is for the pH. So let's see how they compare. The first parameter that I'm going to check is the pH using the Colombo system. I've got 5 ml of pond water on the koi pond, and I'll zoom in while I do this. I'm going to put 5 drops of this reagent, this pH acidity test, into there, and let's see what colour it changes to. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 5 ml of pond water. A little bit of a shake, and let's see where it is. I'll try and get this directly over the top the best I can. Certainly not 6. It's close at 6.5, but no, I'd say it's a little bit darker. And according to this, according to the Colombo Aquatest pH, it is 7, which is pretty neutral. Previously using the Colombo, I've estimated it to be around about 6.8, but now let's see what the digital pH meter tells us. So the instructions to tell us to store this pH 80 meter in some storage solution, and I put that in a little sponge just at the bottom of this cap here. Not too much, just enough to give the probes moisture while you store it. Next thing is to turn it on. Okay, let it read the temperature, which it's done. Outside temperature here now is 16.1, and dip it in. There you go. And it does take a minute to 2 minutes just to settle down. Bear in mind I've got pH 7 here with the Colombo test kit. Let's see exactly what it reads. Now I have recently calibrated this about 5 days ago, so I know it was reading 7 in a solution of 7. Okay, it's a lot higher than the Colombo. I don't know if you can see it. According to this, it's 8.7 and dropping, 8.6. I'm going to give it a good 5 minutes. I'll be back in a minute. So there you are. According to this, it's 7.6 on the digital pH 18 meter, and according to the Colombo, it's 7. So there's at least half a step difference there. So in my thinking, that's considerable. It's still safe. At which point, I'm going to check the salt levels. So I'm going to check the Koi Medic salinity meter against the HM digital TDS meter. Now bear in mind, TDS and salinity are slightly different. However, you can calibrate them to see what the level of the salt is anyway. So this is in parts per millions, and this will just give it you a percentage. Now, considering I've added salt to the pond, I've used this, and I believe I'm round about 0.2% salt level. I'm reluctant to go to 0.3. It just takes an age to remove the salt once the salt has done its job. However, let's see what the difference is. So the first to go in is the HM digital, and the second is more expensive and hopefully more accurate Koi Medic. Okay, it's reading 0, and it goes. So the Koi Medic flashes until it stabilises. Okay. And the Koi Medic says 0.19%, which is pretty close to what I thought using the TDS. Right. I'm holding the HM Digital TDS meter. Now bear in mind this reads parts per million, and it's 185 times 10. In other words, 1,850 parts per million. And all that you do, you put a point in front of it, and that's 0.185, which is damn close, in my opinion, to the more expensive Koi Medic. Now this cost me £15, that cost me 85 quid. So, have I been a mug? 0.19%, and this is saying 0.185% salt. Bear in mind what we have to do as well is to take off the salt level which you find in your tap water. Now I did check it beforehand, I'm not going to show you that, and it was 0.01, which is next to nothing. 0.01, not 0.1, 0.01, or it was 100 parts per million overall total dissolved solids in the water. So, from my own little experiment there, I don't think there's a great deal of difference, and I've just paid 85 quid for that. Make your own minds up. £15, 85.